What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 426 of the Action Movie Guys podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and my co-host is
Alex Figueroa.
This episode is going to be the first in a little series of assassin movies. Now, these are movies that have to do with some sort of assassin or hitman or anything like that. The first one up is a film from 2009 called Ninja Assassin. Now, before we get into it and I give you any sort of little fun facts, Alex, have you seen this movie before this watch?
No, I seen this movie before. And the funny thing about this movie was this movie, I think, dropped when Blu-ray first dropped.
This came out in 2009, and Blu-ray came out in 2008. So they were it was very early on.
So I remember when I brought my first Blu-ray player, this was one of the free, you get 5.
Oh.
And I believe this was one of them because I got Rocky Balboa was my number, my first format change. It was that one.
Yeah.
I think this was part of the 5 free movies you get because they were promoting.
I believe that. And the trailers on the beginning of this Blu-ray are great. It has BD Live, all this crap that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder breaking down a scene from Watchmen.
Yeah. Get never before seen footage.
I'm not gonna lie, I never fast forward those. When these old Blu-rays have those things, I watch them still.
Yeah, me too.
35% more clarity.
Yes. 5 times more audio. And it's you're what? So dramatic. But
the good old days of early Blu-ray.
But you know what's crazy though? When you see that trailer, it actually looks pretty. Wow, it looks pretty good.
I'm dang. You know what it is? It literally takes me back to going to Circuit City and seeing the new HD TVs and being look at Blu-ray. It's weird because the jump from DVD to Blu-ray looked incredible, but the jump from Blu-ray to 4K, I'm less impressed with. It's it looks better, but
some movies from Blu-ray to 4K don't translate as what that commercial will tell you. I
remember going to the store and being this looks so much better than a DVD. Infinitely better. But whatever. Anyway, Ninja Assassin, I believe you. It was an early Blu-ray movie. You're right. And there's this one transfer of it. There's no other releases for it now. Is that valid? Is there a certain reason? Or is it not? We're going to tell you our thoughts. Now, let me give you some fun facts here, Alex. This movie directed by James McTeague. You probably don't know the name just by the name, but a few years before this, he did direct a movie we reviewed previously that we enjoyed called V for Vendetta. So I don't know if same director as V for Vendetta. Knowing that, there's a few scenes in here where it's I could see that. I could see that he did direct that. He directed some stuff after, but nothing really very notable. Also, the villain in this movie. Let's start with the hero. The hero, he played by a character, a person named Rain. One name, just Rain. He is a pop star. He's not originally not an actor. He's a Japanese pop star, which is why there's a funny line in this movie where the military guy's this guy looks like you should be in a boy band. And as soon as he says that, he looks up because he actually was a pop star. So little inside joke. And last but not least, Sho Kosugi, who plays the villain in this movie. This guy is a legit, look at his filmography. He's been in tons of ninja movies in the 80s. Revenge of the Ninja, Enter the Ninja, Ninja 3, The Domination, Pray for Death, Black Eagle with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He is very, very well known for not martial art, specifically ninja movies in the 70s and 80s. So getting him to play the villain in this was kind of a big deal. If you are a fan of those movies. If you have no idea about any of those, it's just an old Japanese guy.
Well, fun fact. Because I don't know if you knew this. The villain Takeishi is the same villain from Olympus Has Fallen.
And that was the tie that I was talking about in our last episode. Rick Yoon appears in both Olympus Has Fallen and Ninja Assassin. So there you go. Even though I didn't do White House Down, at least there's something that links these 2 movies. And the link is the great Rick Yoon. All right, let's get into it. Rotten Tomato scores. I'm going to let you take a guess. Do you think they're good? Or do you think they're bad?
They're bad.
You're right. So this has a 26% critic score. Yes, very, very not good. 26% critics. Audience scores are a little higher, but still I would not say great at 54%. So neither one is fresh. This made $61 million at the box office. So it wasn't even a huge hit. There's no sequels, even though the end of this movie would make you think they're about to go on some more adventures with this guy. We never did. We never went on more adventures. Do you find any of these numbers surprising?
No, I made the audience.
Yeah.
I will see the audience more like a 60-ish.
Yeah, I will say I saw this at the theater with my cousin Josh, and I'll never forget that I went to see it with my cousin Josh because
he was
Alex. I'm not gonna lie to you. When we walked out of this theater, we had a fun time. Now, I was 22 years old when this movie came out, and he was 20. So we were like, prime age to see some people get blood spraying everywhere and be like, this is awesome. So this is my first time watching it since 2009.
So you guys came out of the theater going, we want to be Ninja Assassins.
We're like, bro, Ninja Assassin 2, make it. Put it in the books.
Fast forward 2024, you're like...
honestly, now as a late 30s person, I have different feelings about this movie.
You're like,
so that's the fun thing about this podcast. It takes movies that I might have liked when I was younger or you and make you have a different opinion of them. Maybe we like it more, maybe less. I guess we'll find out. Let's start with you, Alex. Our lead character, his name is Rizzo. Rizzo, played by Rain. Just a guy with a bunch of one names. He is our titular ninja assassin. Also, Naomi Harris as the sidekick.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's always good. I always like her. Yeah, she's a good in general. But we'll talk about her a little bit.
That's Moneypenny, son. You got two Bond characters in this movie.
Yeah, so we'll talk about her a little bit as well, but he's our main lead. What did you think?
Okay, so now knowing that he's a pop star, I'm not going to lie. He has no much dialogue. He's very quiet. He's like Rambo. He has all these cool abilities, but he doesn't talk much. And then when he does talk, I could see he's not an actor. But now knowing that, because at the time I thought he was an actor. I'm not going to lie. So now knowing it in this information, now I can understand it. He's pretty good. I think he was pretty good. Most of the movie's action. He's good in the action sequences. His body is chiseled, bro. He's a chiseled dude.
Looks incredible.
Yeah, he has a physique to him. So I will say in that front, very good. In terms of the acting part, not so good. So I enjoy the character. Now we're not talking. I'm not bringing him down in terms of actor. So I'm going to talk about the character. I like the character. Very Black Widow. They take them as orphans, train them to be deadly assassins. Just like this is a Black Widow story, just told different. If you really think about it, very different. So, but with superpowers, right? Because these dudes could do super speed and all this teleport in the dark. Yeah, teleport. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was pretty cool.
This movie's like a comic book that's not a comic book.
Very graphic comic.
Correct.
I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I did like that stuff. But we'll talk about that more in action. In terms of the character, I like Rain. No, I like Rizzo. I like the way he came up. They showed you everything, the trials and errors he had to go through. Very disciplined, very hard worker to get to where he is now, very destructible. But then stuff happens within the movie that made him change his moral compass. I hope I said that right. The moral compass. Yeah, it changed. And I thought it worked. I thought it was pretty cool the way they did it with the girl changing it. It's like, you have a heartbeat. And then she listens to his heart. And I was just like, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you watch a lot of old school Japanese movies, like the Shaw Brothers, it's kind of like up there just with superpowers to be. So I kind of liked it in that front. I was like, okay, cool. Naomi Harris's character, one, she's gorgeous.
Yep.
Two, very good actress. Even in this movie, she's very good. Corny character, but very good actress. I thought she did a great job for this type of movie. We know what she becomes. She becomes Calypso from Pirates. And she becomes Moneypenny, which she was great as Moneypenny in 007. So she has great franchises under her career for a reason, because she's a great actress. This movie, she's good, but doesn't reflect where she goes after down the line. Fair. That's what I'm trying to say. I think she's good, but she's not seasoned to where we get her. What do I give this? Okay, so I'm very torn, man. I'm very torn with the character because he hasn't that much dialogue, but his fighting is what this movie is about. This movie's all about fighting. So I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 4. I'm not going perfect. I think a 4 would be good because it's heavy more in the action on my score. But when he does talk, some parts is cool, but then there's certain parts that I'm just like, Like the scene when he gets caught, he's like, I forgive you. And I'm like, what? And I was just like, what are you talking? I don't know. I didn't feel it. So anyway, I give him the lead character. I give him a 4. He could go 3, but I give him a 4. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said it because I went 3. I gave him a 3. Start with the acting. I agree. Rain. Yeah, he's okay because he doesn't have a lot of dialogue. He looks the part though, which was the dude, he looks like an action figure and he moves well. Probably because he can dance and stuff. So I feel like people who can dance can do fight choreography well. Very athletic. I believed him as a ninja. if that makes any sense. But as far as a character that I'm interested in, I think I have a lot of issues with another category we're going to talk about later. Watching this movie as it's pretty much a graphic novel that's not actually a graphic novel. Think John Wick. John Wick, you first see it, it feels like a comic book or a graphic novel, but it's not based on one. That's like this, where although this would be more like superhero because there's like kind of like powers and it's very unrealistic. Like this is not set in the real world, but it looks like a comic book. It feels like a comic book, which is why it makes sense. Like James McTeague directed V for Vendetta, which is a comic book and it has a lot of those same sensibilities. All that to say, the character, they give him, a lot of it's told in flashbacks. So like what you were talking about with the girl, it shows him when he's a little kid. And then, I like the backstory. The current him is not that interesting to me anymore. He's just like trying to get revenge on the clan. But the way he goes about it is like, it's not the actor's fault. It's the character's, the writing is not great. And so I gave him a 3. I think he's good in the action scenes. I think he's like good enough. He gets you through. I didn't really have I didn't hate him or anything. I just feel like the backstory stuff was good and the current story stuff was okay. He has no chemistry with Naomi Harris. She's good in this. I agree with you. I don't think she's capable of like doing really bad. She does fine with what she's given. So I gave him a 3. You gave him a 4. Raizo. Okay, let's talk about our villains. Now, our main villain is, of course, like I said, Sho Kosugi. He plays a character named Lord Leader of the Ozunu Ninja Clan. And then his right-hand man / I guess this guy's rival, Takeshi, played by Rick Yoon. He doesn't do a lot, to be honest. His face is covered most of the time. When he took off his mask, I was like, oh, Olympus has fallen. There he is. But anyway, Sho Kosugi is ultimately the main bad guy. And a bunch of ninjas, like nameless, faceless ninjas. What did you think?
Okay, so typical martial arts movie, you don't see much of the master. A lot of flashbacks with the master. He cuts his face. He abuses him pretty much. That's what he does. Even when he does good, he abuses him. And I guess he just got frustrated. I mean, I kind of see from the flashbacks. I kind of understand why he went against him. I mean, he tries to be the best of the best, but every time he tries to, the damn dude just whips him or like just tries to whip him into shape. But it's just like, damn, enough is enough. Like this dude is just gonna flip out like at the end of everything. But I know he was like testing him, whatever. I agree with you. There's not much scenes with him in it. You do get the fight at the end that they do fight, which I thought it was, again, the choreograph in this, which we were talking about in action, is really great. I thought it was really good. My man, what's his name? Tashi, the one who killed his girlfriend or semi-girlfriend.
The girl he loved.
Yeah, the girl he loved. Yeah. I can't say revenge because it's not like they were going up against it. It was just like he's the one who struck her down and he looked at him when he was doing it. And it's like a dick move, but you're just like, okay, whatever. But like to say hold revenge, like I can't say, like it's just, I can see taking revenge, but it's just, I don't know. I just feel like that wasn't too, like the moment for me wasn't there. Like there wasn't much scenes with her. Like again, you said it was all flashback. So what they showed you was her breaking the rules by breaking the plant or whatever it was, cutting the plant leaf or the
little bonsai tree thing.
Yeah, the bonsai tree. Like she was like setting it free or something. And he's like, what are you doing? You're breaking the rules. And she's like, whatever, you can break rules. You have that scene. You have the scene that she's trying to get away. He kisses her and he didn't say nothing, but she gets caught. She's in the box. He gives her water from a straw. Like they're trying to give you all this emotion and stuff, but I'm like, you got to give me way more than this. Like I can't feel for the character. Like it kind of sucks that she got stabbed in the heart because she broke the rules. But for this guy, I mean, I don't know. For me, I was just like, I didn't get that much emotional ties with that character as much. So for me, I was just like, The villain, I gave it a 4. I thought it was good. And you got a lot of them, too, when they came in and did their stuff. But I gave it a 4 because I liked the master. He was really good. Very evil. At the end, gave him the business. So I kind of liked it. Yeah. And I thought the other guy did a good job, too. So I gave him a 4 as a lump. 2-2.
I agree with you on a lot of things you said there. I think, Sho Kosugi's great as the villain. Like, his performance, he's the best of the Asian actors in this movie. Just the way he talks, you know? He sounds, like, really cool. He looks cool for, like, an old guy. Like, yeah, that guy looks like... And he fights him at the end. He does that thing where he, like, puts his fingers in their stomach or whatever. And it's like, he puts it all the way in. And that's pretty cool. Where I will say, too, I agree with you, standard. Feels very standard ninja movie villain, if I'm being honest with you. Like, if I was thinking, I've never written a movie, But if I was going to write a ninja movie, this is pretty much the kind of guy I'd write. Very strict. Very strict. Yeah. Beats the orphan kids. Tells them, the family. This is your family. He reminded me of...
from the Foot Clan?
Yes. Tatsu from the Ninja Turtles.
I thought the same thing.
Tatsu. He's like, this is your brothers. Like, whatever. We do crime together. He was like Tatsu, but a better actor. But I do like... And my boy Tatsu, I like Tatsu. Anyway, he was cool. Rick Yoon, underutilized. Like I said, you didn't even know it was him until he takes off the mask. It's like, oh, shoot. Why is he even in this movie? Like, it could have just been anyone. I think I agree with you too. I don't think they did a great job with the rivalry. There should have been more of a rivalry between them other than, oh, he killed the girl because he was told to. It just shows that one of them is willing to do what the master says and the other one is a little more hesitant. I wish there was more of a rivalry. And then their fight is super short. Like, he absolutely wrecks him when they fight. I mean, Raizo does. He, destroys him. It was cool, but he destroys him. So I give it a 4 as well. I do think the villains are actually more interesting than the hero in this case, a little bit. And I like the performance. So, and there's a lot of them. And they throw ninja stars like machine guns, which is crazy. Just we'll talk about that in action. Okay, anyway, a 4 for me, a 4 for you. Okay, action.
Oh, that's a 5. I don't know where you're gonna go with this because I know sometimes you do some wonky crap. Yeah, sometimes, and I hope that the wonkiness doesn't come out in this. But I can see because there's a lot of CGI bloods and stuff, and I know you hate that shit. So, but I don't know. I hope you lean towards the 5. But I think this has great action when he has that rope knife thing.
Oh yeah,
whatever that is. Yeah, the chain thing. I don't know. I always like that in movies. It just looks cool. I think for a fact that CGI, some of the stuff is CGI, but I think they did a great job with it. I was really into it. The ninja stars throwing, I thought it was dope. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, they do that shit fast.
Yeah,
and there were thousands of them. So yeah, so I was just like, holy hell. Yeah. Anyway, I thought the fighting sequences were really good. I love the scene in the apartment in the dark when she flashes that scenery was really dope. When she flashes the flashlight and you see them fighting, and then she moves it again and they disappear and they're fighting somewhere else in the dark. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's really cool. The scene that he gets caught and he's like, "You better hurry up." She's trying to unlock it.
Facility or whatever?
That facility, warehouse, safe house, whatever it was. Dope scene. I was like, this is pretty good. I'm gonna let you take over, but the fight at the end was really good and stuff like that. But you know what's crazy? The tie-in between John Wick and this. David Lynch was in this movie.
Oh,
yeah, David Lynch. He was a Europol door guard. So he was one of the guys in the warehouse scene.
I see him. Yeah, David Lynch. Yeah. There he is.
So there you go. The director, the co-director of John Wick 1 and I don't know if he did part 2, but John Wick 1, he was part of Ninja Assassins. So there you go. There's a cool tie-in.
Yes. Oh, and Rain, by the way, was also in Speed Racer, the movie Speed Racer.
I've never seen that.
Oh, the Wachowskis. So one of the Wachowskis was a producer on this. So was Joel Silver, who did The Matrix. There's a lot of crossover between this, The Matrix, and V for Vendetta. Like a lot of the behind the scenes. I wonder if Leach worked on any of the stunt stuff. I'd have to look it up more. I could see that though.
Most likely he did. Yeah, most likely he did.
That's cool. But, okay, 5 from you.
Yep.
Okay, this movie has a crap ton of action. It's got a lot. It has some very cool action scenes. I think the strongest part of this movie is the visuals, especially in the action. I will disagree with you on one. One of the fights you loved, I hated. I hated the shadow one. I did not.
What?
I did not.
Oh, man.
I like the idea of it. I don't like the execution of it. I was like, but it's cool. Like ninjas fighting in shadows. I get it.
It's cool. I get it.
Yeah, but I didn't like. Other than that, though, I agree with everything else. I think. Oh, the end where he fights the main bad guy and it's like all on fire, and it has like you know how like when there's fire, there's like fumes almost, and it like kind of. I thought it looked awesome, but then that one too, like I gave it a 4. I didn't give it the 5, but I didn't give it like a 2. I hope you didn't think I was going to go that way. I think it's very good. I get it that it's hyper real, like it's unrealistic. But man, dude's like teleporting and then it makes no sense. Like, okay, if you could do that, why don't you just do that all the time? Like, just always teleport. Never let him. He does at the very end, like Rain or Raizo decides, I'm also going to use super fast teleportation.
I don't think he could use it. I think at the end. No, at the end he did because he unlocked his power, but I don't think he unlocked it during the others. That was the thing. He didn't fully train to do that. And that's why at the end when he did it, the master went, uh-oh.
But I think he could, because when him and the ninja are fighting in the dark, they're both darting around. Like, they're both going.
No, the guy was. Not
he was
him.
too. He kept fighting him.
I don't know.
He would have lost if he couldn't do it either. All I'm saying is a little weird. And the CGI blood. Don't get me wrong. I love how much blood there is in this. It's just that it's all fake blood. It's like, I think there was some squibs. There's one or two times towards the end when they're shooting, when they go to like the ninja compound, and and that looked good. Other than that, it's like super, like, I wish they figured out a way to do the same exact amount, but real. I would have given this a 5. But it takes me out of it sometimes. Like, I do like the opening scene though, when that dude gets like his head gets like chopped at the like. Here.
That was my problem when that happened, because I saw the computer effects.
Yeah, you could.
And
really
I was
see
just
it.
like, and I like the visual of it, but when I saw it, I went, "Ay, Dios mío!" I was like, "This is not good."
And the other guy gets chopped like here, like cut in half. So I gave it a 4. I do think it's the strongest part of this movie still. And there's tons here. I don't disagree with your 5. I don't have a 5, but I could totally see it. So certain things might work better for others. But I think the strong suit, I think we could agree, is the action in this movie is its strongest part.
Yeah, no, the action is, it's amazing in this. But my only thing I wanted to ask you was, how sharp are these weapons? I mean, this thing cuts through bone like nothing. I mean, I bet samurai swords are really sharp.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and the amount of damage they inflict is insane. Every single time anyone gets hit with anything, it's like an insane amount of damage. Even our hero, he gets sliced in the belt. First of all, his gut should have fell out. He gets like sliced in the stomach. He has
self-healing.
Yeah, they all do.
He was doing this thing with the finger.
They start doing gang signs, and all of a sudden, all their injuries close up.
Yeah. Oh,
for those listening, obviously you can't see us. We just tried to do our own gang sign. If you watch this movie, you'll know what we're talking about. They start doing little hand movements, and all of a sudden the wounds go. That dude's intestine should have fell out. It looked like so much blood came out of him. So that's another thing. He could take how? Never mind.
He took like 80. He took 80 ninja stars
when he was younger. He got hit by 1,000 ninja stars and fell a million feet into water.
He did the Jason Bourne. He just fell right in the water. I was like,
I'll keep it at a 4. I won't talk anymore about it before I get
might drop it to 3.
Yeah. Okay. This is the part that I can't wait to talk about. Storyline. What did you think?
Okay. All right. It's not the strong suit of the movie. I could praise the characters. I could praise the action, but man, I cannot give this story any higher than a 3-ish.
Oh,
not even a 3-ish. Like, I'm gonna go with okay. I'll give it a 2 for decent.
Okay.
And this is why. Okay. First of all, the storyline on its own, it's very hard to follow as much. Right? Because you really don't know who's the bad guy, right? Like when Naomi, like the scene in with Naomi Harris is, right? Like when they're fighting in there, you really don't know who's fighting who. Like who's Rain? Why is, like, you didn't know he's protecting her. Like I kind of understand what they were doing, but it was kind of poorly executed. Like I really did not know what was happening in that front. What was the main purpose of her getting killed? Like they was not strong on that. Like because she knew the lore of the ninja. Like she knew the secret location. Like again, I don't understand. Like it wasn't explained well. The Russian guy getting killed was not explained well. Like why did they go after this Russian guy? Like you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just, the explanations on a lot of parts in this movie did not work very well with me. Towards the end, you get to find out everything, and Interpol was working with him. Like now they became friends. He was like, I'll give you the location to this. And now all of a sudden they're shooting the shit out of all these ninjas in their own home. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was very, like, in your words, convoluted. Like, it's just way too much convoluted. So I gave it a 2. I could go with a 3, but I mean, even because it's a 2, I'm not saying the movie is like super duper garbage. We did so many bad movies in this fucking thing. This is nowhere near that. Like, I totally enjoyed this movie for what it is. It knew what it was because I think it did a great job with the ninja stuff. But for a storyline, no bueno. So I gave it a decent. I don't know. You today, this week, you've been on I don't know where you're going to go with the storyline.
1. I gave it a 1.
Okay, good.
I think it's absolutely horrendous. I agree with a lot of your points. Yeah, it's terrible. And I did not know this until just right now, this second, while you were talking. This movie was written by a guy named Matthew Sand, okay? However, it was rewritten by J. Michael Straczynski 6 weeks before filming. And that makes a lot of sense. When you got a script comes in right before you start even shooting the movie, it feels like just a mash of a bunch of stuff. Okay, first of all, I don't mind. I think the movie should have been told in chronological order. It should have started with Rain's character when he was younger.
Yes.
Move through, show his ninja training. Halfway through the movie, we go to where he's now current, and then he's on his mission. Perfect, beautiful. I hate it that I don't mind flashbacks in movies. This one has too many. We're still getting flashbacks all the way in like the third act of the movie. They're still showing flashbacks. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we still let's just move on with the current story. The reason you feel like it's convoluted is because it 1,000,000% is. What the heck? So you're telling me this movie's about this lady. She works for God knows who. I don't even know what, Interpol or something?
Yeah, she was Interpol. Yeah, she was an investigator.
They're in what country? I don't remember. Germany, I think. I know there's Germany in here at some point. And she is working on, for some reason, she's working on this thing where she's been able to narrow it down that there's assassinations that are being handled by ninjas. And the guy doesn't believe her. She's like, there's 100 pounds of gold. If you have 100 pounds of gold, you could buy a ninja assassin. Pretty much. That's like what she comes to. So they now need to kill her. How they know she knows, I have no idea. They never ever tell you how they would know she's working on this piece of information. How Rizzo knows that she's working on it, also never explained how he would know. Like, stuff just happens. And you're just supposed to be like, yeah. Also, why is there... I hate that this movie has anything to do with Interpol figuring out that there's this ninja conspiracy and it's stupid. I really don't like it. I don't remember this being this bad. But again, I was 22 and I didn't care about stuff like script writing, or I just wanted to see blood, and this gives you blood. So where I'm going to agree with you is that as far as the bad movies we've done, I think this one has a way higher entertainment factor than those. But just on a pure storyline writing basis, it's as bad as a lot of other ones we've done for me. Like, I just think it's poorly written. It's poorly, like, the concept is silly, and there's too many plot holes. Like, how people know these things and don't know these things, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I thought about it for like all night. I was like, how? And there's never explained how any of this would happen. So I had to give it a 1. This made me think about it.
You're very right on that, because there was a scene with Naomi Harris. She got the paper from the Russian lady, right? She had it in the lead box, treasure box, and gives it to. She was like, I guess you're the one who deserves this, or whatever. She opens it, she takes it. The next scene, and I totally was there with you, because I looked at my wife and I'm like, what is going on? All of a sudden, he's walking down the street and a little girl gives him the message. And then the message was to protect her, not protect her, but you kind of assume it said her name, Naomi Harris's character, that she's the next hit. Right. So I'm like, who is telling this guy who they hitting? Like, there's someone in the inside. We never know who it was. I thought it was the girl, because they kept showing flashbacks. So I was like, maybe she's still alive. She got some intel.
Super dead.
Once I saw that flashback, I said, oh, she's dead. One thing you said with the flashbacks, you're absolutely right. This movie had way too much. It reminded me of Hercules, because I hated Hercules.
The Rock? The one with The Rock?
The one with The Rock. They show flashback of his fighting like 3-headed dragons, and we never got to see that shit in real life.
Right.
That was what it reminded me of. And I was just like, I gave it a decent, because like I said, there's certain parts in the film that was really good. That was like, okay, cool, but I agree with you though.
If they would have just told it chronological, I think it would have played better. Yeah. Okay, there's 2 things I forgot that I had to mention that pissed me off. Number 1, you have the opening scene, which has nothing to do with anything. Like, there's none of those characters are in the movie. The only reason it exists is for this old guy to have his heart in a different spot, and Naomi Harris also has her heart in a different spot. So you're telling me now that 2 people with the same exact weird condition both get attacked by ninjas, and I'm like, I hate that. Stupid. And then one of the worst pieces of writing I've seen in a movie recently, they're in the hotel. He tells her, take a shower, don't use soap. Then he takes a little, like, I don't know, it's a cigarette or something. He goes like this around her. And she says, oh, this is for our scent. Yeah, we get it, lady. We know what it's for. Why are you saying it? Like, I hate movies that, like, it's all exposition for no reason. Any human being that's watching it knows he's doing that for your scent. You don't have to say, oh, this is for our scent. Piss me off.
Just like it pissed you off, just like in Alien vs. Predator when she goes, oh, shield. And he went,
yes.
Remember he puts
gosh. Yeah, I hate. Oh, yeah, you're right. Why are you saying it? We know. Yeah, you're right. I hate stuff like that. And this movie has more than one, but that's the one that I remembered the most. Like, oh, this is for our scent. Shut up. I give it a 1. Okay, overall, what did you give it?
I give it a 2. I thought it was a decent movie. I enjoyed it. When I watch it again, here and there, it's an entertaining movie. Once the action kicks in, is really good. But I totally agree. This storyline stinks. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather watch this than like Blade 3. I'll be honest with you with that. I'll watch this 100 times better than Blade 3 or that's Alien vs. Predator. And I'm a sucker for Alien vs. Predator 1. I think the unrated version is really good. But that's just me.
This is better than Requiem.
This is way better than Requiem, and I will watch that. Requiem is god awful. So yeah, for me, it's a 2. It's a decent, but the action is just up there with a lot of other action movies. I think they do a great job. So yeah, I give it a 2.
I have the same score. I gave it a 2. And this could have been a 3 if the story wasn't trash. If the script wasn't so horrible, this could have been a 3, maybe even a 4. The problem is it is terribly written. I do think visually I like it. I like the way it looks. I think James McTeague did a pretty good job with the direction. And I think it is cool that Sho Kosugi's in it and he's playing this villain character. I did see one of his ninja movies from the 80s. I thought he was pretty good in that movie as well. He's like a family man guy that becomes a ninja. So I like that. There's definitely elements that I like, which keeps it from being a 1. But the writing and the storyline, like, it's so bad that I could have went with a 1 if it didn't have like cool action and some, some other interesting visuals. All right. So 2 from both of us. What's your total points?
17 out of a 25.
Oh, I got a 14 out of a 25. So we're in the same ballpark. Yeah, this is, I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. I'll be honest with you. Like, I am going to probably get rid of it. I do have the Blu-ray. Like you had mentioned with the being an early one, I have this movie. I think I got it for $4, but I just can't see. I could see myself watching like a mix of just the action scenes.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to sit through the rest of it. It just pissed me off too much.
Well, the thing is, the Blu-ray is horrible.
Yeah, and it looks bad. It doesn't even look good.
It's horrible. One, well, because again, it's like a first generation Blu-ray. One is horrible. The audio is atrocious. I had to put it to 80.
It's low. It's super low.
Super low. I had to bump that audio, and I said, I don't like Blu-rays like that. So, like, if I would sell it, I would get rid of Ninja Assassins.
Yeah.
And just keep it digitally. Even the digital, you had to bump it.
I thought it was like, I went to see if there was another mix, and there's not. It's just like English.
Yeah.
So I guess this is it.
I saw it on Max.
Okay.
So I put it on, and I'm like, And my wife was like, what's wrong? I'm like, this shit is way too low. She goes, oh, here we go. You're getting picky now. So I bumped it up, and I said, oh, no. I was like, I got this shit in my collection. So I was like, let me find it. So I found it in my binder. I put it in, and I'm like, this is the same shit. It's fucking low. So I was like, I had to bump it, but the quality was way better, a little bit more clearer than the digital. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, it sucks overall. Like, it needs an upgrade, but I doubt it ever get a mix.
Probably not, because it wasn't a big hit. So I don't think they will. I don't even know if it has a cult following, really. I don't think so.
I know there's people that like it. My little brother loves this movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not one I hear much about ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Me and my cousin Josh liked it. I bet you if I called him up, he would say he remembers liking it, but I don't think he's seen it since 2009 either. So
you should have saw it with him. Now,
right? I should have been like, hey, come over and watch this movie.
Then you could have told your story, his story on this one. He would have
been like, what the hell? What were we thinking?
Oh my God.
All right. Either way, that's Ninja Assassin. But here's what we got coming up. Next in our franchise, we have London Has Fallen, the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. And next in our assassin theme, we will be reviewing Smokin' Aces, which I'm not going to lie. I think it's interesting that it took 428 episodes for us to get to it. I do make the schedule, so it's my own fault. But, it's one I thought we would have done already, but we haven't. So we will be doing a little London Has Fallen and smoking aces.
Oh, snap. All right, guys, you guys want to follow us in our social media accounts, please follow Nate over on Instagram at Nateflix Reviews. Check out the podcast with him and his friends called Nateflix Movie Reviews. Anything action movie, guys, head over to youtube.com/action movie guys. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave some comments there. And then, of course, you can take us on the go with the Action Movie Guys podcast on the go. I mean, it's not on the go, but it's Action Movie Guys podcast on any podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, anywhere there. And then, of course, you guys can follow us in our Instagram at Geeks the letter N Flicks and TikTok at Geeks the letter N Flicks. Other than that, he is your host,
Nate from Netflix Reviews.
I'm his co-host, Alex Figueroa. Be awesome to each other and geek out.